Hello, this is the final pitch for the AEC Hackathon Online from July 2020. We are a team from Sweco named Data2Wisdom. My name is Ricardo Farinha. I'm Director of Technology at Sweco, and then my colleague, my teammate is Joonas Helminen, which is a project manager for the data science team. Being aware of what's out there, what we need, where we can find it, and how can we use it is one of the world's biggest challenges. Just think about it. Technology is coming exponentially. AEC projects are becoming ever more complex. There is just too much data, information, and things to learn in the world. But this is also something that is a huge opportunity for us. So if we can effectively store and capture domain knowledge and then convert that data into wisdom and target that wisdom to the right person at the right time, and make sure that when we target someone to someone or something, we can measure that it's adding value to the business. This brings us so much, it opens so many new doors for us. So we have been tackling these issues with the internal project called Project Wisdom. And the basic idea of Project Wisdom is that we are collecting design data. So all the actions that our designers are doing in their day-to-day lives, we are collecting that to some cloud databases. We have been doing this for about 11 months now, and we have collected information from about, or actually over 9,000 building information models, and these data miners have been active for about 600 many years. And currently, the collection rate from these miners is 100 years per month. So every month we are collecting 100 years extra data, more data. And then what we call inside Sweco, we call these Sweco AI engines that are in the cloud, are then feeding added value to the different applications that our people are using. So we are integrating then the results of these AI engines. We are integrating that to their current tools, design tools, or Outlook, or Microsoft Teams collaboration tools. It depends on what tools they are using. We then integrate the results of those predictions, let's say it like that, to the current workflows. In this hackathon, we focused on a subset of data. So we have focused on data related to detailing tools. So tools that our users are using when they are designing this kind of building information projects. So you see three examples in this picture. So these are three of the tools that were used in this project. And basically they are parametric tools where the user has between a dozen to hundreds of parameters that they can choose. And then the tool will create some detailing inside the building information model. In this case, our Sweco AI engine was fed with data from 1,500 users, and these users have inserted 10,000 unique tools, just like these three ones, so 10,000 of them in these 11 months, and they have been inserted 27 million times, and we have collected 4.2 billion attributes from these tools that have been inserted in the building information models. We have now collected data from 10,000 tools, but think about it. Beam Object is one of the biggest parametric Beam Object database. It has over 500,000 objects. Think about the potential. No one can know everything that's out there. So this is a huge opportunity for us. The first thing that you will need is a system that can recognize how the data relates to each other. So how the data points within the data are connected to each other in the relationship between them. For example, in this case, we have the machine could analyze 854 of the 1,500 users, and basically it could categorize them by the type of work they are doing. For example, these are precast detailers, these are timber designers, and these are steel detailers that work on industrial projects. However, since this is not about technology but the use case, we always try to make so that we embed the new things we create into the current workflows. So in Sweco's case, a common collaboration area nowadays, it's Microsoft Teams. So we have embedded the system there. So when you log in, then you see information only related to yourself. So you see people that are similar to you. And in my case, it's 4 people. And then you see the tools that they have been using that I have not been using, which means that since I'm similar to them, I should at least know about it and most likely should use them. So basically, I can then figure out who are the users, find more information about them, and so on. If I want to see and contact them, I can see the tools that they use that I don't use. And then I can, if I want more information, I can see, for example, the videos, how to use those tools. It's also good to remember that the data that I see today is the data that AI has been analyzing from the data collected until today. If I change to a new project, these will adjust. So every day the machine will adjust the data. Another thing we did was a notification. So the AI is running all the time. And if there are some specific cases that users need to be notified, there's a channel that gets notifications, which the users can then analyze. So there are, for example, information notifications, warnings, errors, and so on. And lastly, we need to have a way to basically target the information that the machine is coming up with inside the actual design software, so that it's there is the disruption of the workflow is not too big. So they are used to work on the design tool. So when the machine sees something, it targets that information to the person inside the tool itself. So in this case, it understands that the user is designing a precast wall. So it's looking at the tools that he has not used before, that people are similar to him have looked, and is giving him suggestions. And it also allows him to actually open the interface and make the changes and then apply it, and then the tool will insert the tools inside the model by itself. So in this case, it's validating what the kind of tools there are, and then validating is it a good result or not. So that blue is a representation of what the tool will create, and then you can accept or decline. If you accept or decline, that information is also used by the AI for the future to give better predictions. All right, so as a summary, we have been playing with a data set that has about 600 man-years of data, and we have been playing with the results that the Sweco AI engine is giving when analyzing that data. And then we have built systems that then integrate with the current design tools, and we have built a visualization tool to see what kind of tools that people like you are using, but you are not, integrated to your Microsoft Teams collaboration area. Then we have built a notification system as well in this collaboration area that basically the AI is running by itself, and then it's finding the issues in the models and then notifying in this Microsoft Teams channel. It's giving notifications regarding some issues that might be relevant for the users. And then the last but not least, we have also integrated notification system inside the design software that the system understands when the user is doing certain things. And then if there are tools that are relevant for the type of work he's doing, then and that this user doesn't know, he has never used them, the machine will inform the user, did you know that there are these options that you can use. We'll be entering two challenges. So the first one is the hack that best solves a big problem in the AEC industry. We really believe that this collaboration and knowledge transfer between the different silos in the AEC is one of the problems that has been making sure that the construction industry is one of the least digitized in the world. So it's growing about 1% in productivity every year for the last 2 or 3 decades. So I really believe that with these changes that we are now introducing at Sweco and later on in the world, will then make a huge impact on this productivity in the construction industry. The second hack that we are entering is the best hack from a past event. So some of the AI methods that have been used in this hackathon have been built in the March 2020 hackathon in Denmark and afterwards. And basically we have refined some of those old algorithms and built new ones now. 80% of the integration with the tools where the engineers and architects are working daily was also done in this hackathon. We also did a lot of user experience work. So all the tools where the user is consuming the wisdom. And also we have done a lot of marketing during the hackathon. So several videos and posts on social media, and then this final pitch presentation, and then the website that you can follow with the QR code you see in this presentation.